This story will help you learn English using the most common words from the Longman 3000 list. Reading and listening to stories is a fun way to practice English. Let's begin.
Leo was a boy who loved to draw more than anything. He carried his notebook and pencils everywhere. Whether he was at school, at home, or sitting under a tree in the park, he was always sketching something new. His dream was to create pictures that looked so real, people would think they could jump off the page. But what if his drawings really could come to life? One afternoon, while wandering down a quiet street, Leo discovered something unusual, a small bookshop he had never seen before. The shop was old, with a wooden sign that creaked in the wind. The windows were dusty, and inside, the air smelled of old paper and mystery. Curious, Leo stepped inside, his eyes scanning the shelves filled with books, strange objects, and hidden treasures. As he explored, something caught his attention. In the corner of the shop, resting on a small velvet cushion, was a small wooden box covered in dust. It looked forgotten, as if no one had touched it in years. With careful fingers, Leo lifted the lid and found a shiny silver pen inside. The pen had strange symbols carved along its side, and when Leo picked it up, it felt warm in his hand, almost like it was alive. This must be special, Leo thought. He quickly paid for it and ran home, eager to try it. As soon as Leo got home, he threw his backpack onto his bed and pulled out his notebook. He decided to draw something simple first. Taking the silver pen, he sketched a small cat with big round eyes and a fluffy tail. As soon as he finished, something unbelievable happened. The cat blinked. Then it stretched and yawned as if waking up from a nap. Before Leo could react, the cat jumped off the page and onto his desk. Leo gasped and stumbled back, his heart pounding. "This is impossible," he whispered. But there it was, a real living cat, licking its tiny paws. It purred softly and rubbed its head against Leo's hand. He could feel its soft fur, hear its gentle breathing. The drawing had come to life. "This pen, it's magic," Leo said to himself, staring at the silver pen in awe. Leo's mind raced with possibilities. What else could he bring to life? He decided to test it again. He quickly sketched a tall tree with thick branches and green leaves. The moment he finished, the tree grew right in the middle of his room. Its branches stretched toward the ceiling, and small red apples appeared, hanging like tiny ornaments. Leo reached out and picked one. It was real. He took a bite, and the apple tasted fresh and juicy. Excitement bubbled inside him. If he could draw a cat and a tree, what else could he do? Leo flipped to a new page and started drawing faster. He created a tiny dragon with wings, a floating balloon, and even a flying bicycle. One by one, his drawings jumped off the page. The dragon flapped its wings and flew around the room, leaving tiny sparks in the air. The bicycle hovered just above the floor, ready to be ridden. Leo laughed in delight. But then, something unexpected happened. The tiny dragon sneezed, and a small flame shot from its mouth. "Oh no," Leo shouted as the fire touched his notebook. A corner of the paper started to burn. His hands shook as he grabbed a cup of water and quickly poured it over the flames. His heart was racing. "This is dangerous," he thought. "I need to be more careful with this pen." Leo took a deep breath and sat down. He wanted to test something else, but he had to be smart about it. This time, he drew something harmless, a pile of gold coins. The moment he finished, the coins tumbled onto his bed with a loud clink. His eyes widened. "I could be rich," he thought, reaching out to touch them. They felt cool and heavy in his hands. Just as he was imagining all the things he could buy, something strange happened. One by one, the gold coins began to disappear. Within minutes, they were completely gone, as if they had never been there at all. Leo frowned. "So, I can make anything," he said, "but I can't keep it forever." He sighed. That made him think, what could he draw that would truly be useful? Leo sat in his chair, tapping the magic pen against his notebook. He realized that if he couldn't keep things forever, then maybe he should use the magic to help others. He had an idea. He grabbed his notebook and ran outside. Near his house, there was an old playground. The swings were broken, the slide was rusty, and the seesaw was missing a seat. Children walked past it every day, but no one played there anymore. Leo stood in front of it, flipping open his notebook. "Let's make this place fun again," he said. He started drawing. First, he sketched 2 brand new swings with strong ropes and colorful seats. The moment he finished, they appeared, hanging from the playground frame. Then, he drew a smooth, shiny slide with bright blue paint. It popped into existence right in front of him. Children from the neighborhood saw what was happening and ran over, their eyes wide with excitement. "Wow, the playground looks amazing," they said. Some kids jumped onto the swings and started soaring high into the air. Others raced up the new slide and slid down, laughing. Leo felt a warm glow of happiness. He had never seen so many smiles at the playground before. He had used his magic pen for something good. But then, a familiar problem happened. The new swings and slide began to disappear. One moment, the children were playing, and the next, everything was gone. The kids stopped, confused. "Where did everything go?" one girl asked. Leo felt a little sad. "I guess my drawings don't last forever," he admitted. But then, he had another idea. Instead of drawing new things, what if he inspired people to fix the real playground? He ran home, grabbed a poster board, and started drawing again. This time, not with the magic pen, but with his regular pencils. He made a sign that said, "Let's fix the playground. Help us clean and paint." The next day, Leo hung up his poster near the park. To his surprise, people actually came. Parents, neighbors, and even kids brought paint, tools, and wood to repair the swings, the slide, and the seesaw. By the end of the day, the playground looked even better than before, and this time, it wasn't disappearing. Leo smiled, knowing he had made a real change, one that would last. That night, as Leo sat in bed, he held the magic pen in his hand. He realized something important. Magic was fun, but real change came from effort, teamwork, and creativity. Maybe he didn't need magic to make the world a better place. He just needed his ideas and a little help from others.